Flex Wheeler says Nick Walker is far from the best version, bigger isn't better. Flex Wheeler always keeps a close eye on the latest changes to the Men's Open. On November 12, 2025, via YouTube, Wheeler urged Nick Walker to focus on leaning out his physique, emphasizing that bigger isn't necessarily better. The concept of bigger isn't better resonates deeply with Flex Wheeler. At his peak, many considered him a favorite to eventually win the Mr. Olympia competition. However, Ronnie Coleman, a former 8-time Mr. Olympia, prevented him from winning the sport's most coveted title. Coleman's height, combined with his lean physique, laid the foundation for his dynasty. In the 2000s, Wheeler tried to catch up to Coleman by adding more size, but this ultimately backfired. After seeing Nick Walker fall to 6th place on stage at Mr. Olympia 2025, he fears that the mutant will follow a similar path. Flex Wheeler says that bigger is not better for Walker and thinks the physique was stronger rationally. In the video, Wheeler shared that Walker is far from his best version and thinks he should stop focusing on size. He's one of those guys for whom bigger isn't necessarily better. That seems to be what he's aiming for. I think I've seen him in better shape and able to better control his size at other shows. I don't think this was the best version of Nick we've seen. When he won the Arnold Classic, I think he was a bit more streamlined. He was a lot harder than he was at the Olympia, he added. Something definitely changed and didn't work for him, Flex Wheeler explained. Wheeler also discussed how the culture surrounding performance-enhancing drugs has changed since he first appeared on stage. He argued that work ethic has become secondary to anti-drug protocols. We used things in the 90s, but it was an additive. We enjoyed training. We adopted it. It's a bit like having a Mercedes, and it's an amazing car, then adding rims. It's still a Mercedes. It's an additive, in which I think medication is emphasized now. They rely more on medication than on diet and consistency. I wouldn't say they don't work hard. I see a lot of guys doing an incredible job. I just think that work ethic is secondary to the anti-drug protocol, said Wheeler. After miscalculating his peak, Walker plans to return with an improved look. Just days after the Olympia, he revealed he was no longer working with former trainer Kyle Wilkes. Walker has a history of parting ways with trainers throughout his career, including Dominic "Dom" Supersliced Mutisio and Matt Jansen. Fans are thrilled to hear about Walker's upcoming bodybuilding competition. Speculation is rife about his possible participation in the 2026 Arnold Classic, where a life-changing $750,000 winner's purse will be awarded. Veteran bodybuilder Flex Wheeler recently voiced a pointed critique of Nick Walker's current condition, saying the young star is nowhere near the best version of himself and reminding the community that bigger isn't better. Wheeler's comments come amid growing discussion within the bodybuilding world about mass versus symmetry, conditioning, and the timeless aesthetic ideals of the sport. He argued that while Walker's size and title credentials are impressive, they don't tell the full story of top-tier physique development. According to reports, Wheeler emphasized that despite the pure mass Walker has built, he has yet to display the complete package, the refined detailing, balance, and conditioning that hallmark a champion in his view. The implication: simply getting bigger doesn't guarantee a rival. With Walker having already shown elite potential, this critique from a legend like Wheeler may serve both as a challenge and a caution, a reminder that mass must be paired with proportion, flow, and presentation to be truly unstoppable. For Walker, the message is clear: continue building, yes, but dial in the finer elements and aim to electrify the stage with not just size, but the best version of himself.